I've been hesitant to talk about this place for a long time, but that's my home down there, Wilmington, North Carolina. And she's a beaut. Pretty soon you're going to understand why I hid this place from you guys for so long. I guess I was being selfish, but you guys deserve to know the truth now, so here you go. So a lot of people ask me, where can I go that's affordable and safe and warm? Well, you guys know I love North Carolina, and Wilmington is the best place in this state. And you've probably never even heard of it. But that's gonna change right now. And my neighbors are probably gonna be mad because we're full, damn it. Good evening from the Intercoastal Highway in Wilmington. It's about commute time, but those people aren't coming home from work. They're boating enthusiasts. They don't work. Come on now. That waterway right there goes all the way down to Florida and all the way up to Boston. It's a man-made ocean highway. Boy, is it neat. But that wasn't there a long time ago. When the pirates first showed up in the early 1700s, this place was a big jungle. Blackbeard himself came through here, and they buried treasure and they drank rum. A lot of rum. In the 1800s, this became one of the South's biggest ports for timber and cotton. And then during the Civil War, this was a big deal. It was the only Confederate port that did not fall to Union boats. All because of that river right there. That's the Cape Fear. Boy, is she dangerous. Oh my God, that's so scary. Wilmington grew slowly for a long time, but it's been off the radar. People are like, Wilmington? Never heard of that. Where's that? Lately, though, this place is just on fire. Last year, Wilmington was called the fastest growing metro area in the country, people. That's kind of why I didn't want to tell anybody about it. Figured it would get discovered eventually. No sense in hiding it anymore. Look at this. We were flying out of the airport a few months back. I swear all of that was just forest a few years ago. So a little bit of this. Now, of course, you want to know, what's it like to live there, Nick? And do you guys have bums? Well, sorry to disappoint the weirdos out there, but we don't really have that many bums. It's great. There's some panhandlers around, but you hardly ever see people sleeping on the sidewalks, and never in tents. I think if I saw a junkie with a needle in his arm, I'd have to pull over right there and get a photo. Look at how clean and safe and wonderful our sidewalks are. They smell good, like sidewalks should. So this is our downtown. Main Street, Times Square, Wilmington. It's about 6 o'clock on Friday, and it is not very busy, which is fine with me. They've really done a lot of improvements to downtown. You don't know what it used to look like, but this is what it looks like now. Oh my God, it's so southern charming, isn't it? It's better in Savannah. It's kind of like a very inexpensive Charleston, South Carolina. There's a lot of history here. Pirate battles, slave escapes. Almost every building in downtown is haunted. It's pretty wonderful looking, isn't it? The whole area is worth taking a picture of. That's why Wilmington's a TV and film hub. They call us Wilmywood because of all the TV shows and movies shot here. Dawson's Creek, Summer I Turned Pretty, One Tree Hill. Well, I don't watch that stuff, but some people do. Culture-wise, there's not really a lot of culture here. We're kind of in the South, so it doesn't really feel Southern. There's no banjo music, no barbecue. The seafood's okay. There aren't really many art galleries here. Church is kind of a thing, I guess. Wonderful people, lots to do for eating and drinking, but It feels more Midwestern here than Southern. There's a couple concert venues downtown. They're really neat. One's Greenfield Lake and the other's called Live Oak Pavilion, right along the river. But beers are like $20 and the bathrooms are nasty. It's all about the water here. If you moved here, this would be your outdoors and your culture. Do it! Ready? Yeah! Oh, we got a somersault backwards. Buddy's out having fun. That's how we do it. This is Carolina Beach. It's probably the best beach in the state. It has an old boardwalk. It's charming. Rides, arcade games. I tell you what, our beaches are the best in the country, except for hurricanes that come through sometimes. Carolina Beach is actually on an island, a whole town across a bridge. It's a huge tourist draw, but it doesn't really feel crowded at all. All right, so we are in Carolina Beach, in the kind of the middle class part of Carolina Beach, where the houses are still somewhat normal and older. And this used to be kind of affordable. There's a lot of old houses here that are getting torn down and they're turning them into vacation homes and bigger homes. But all this stuff is between 500 and 700,000 right now on this island. I know that sounds like a lot, but you're on an island and you're 2 blocks from the ocean. And what else can you ask for? Here is down by the beach in Carolina Beach, the Carolina Beach houses. These are all a lot more expensive than the other ones. You're definitely over $1 million down here. A lot of these are not, people don't really live in these year round. A lot of this is vacation rentals and Airbnbs, $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week. I don't know what it is. I've never done it, but it is expensive, and that's why you get 20 people to go in on you with it, because you can divide it up. Some of these are super expensive. But people live here too. Everywhere you go around here, they're building higher and higher. And damn it, all these new people from New York are coming down here and ruining everything. You know how that goes. By the way, if you want to move here and you need a real estate agent, email me. I know all the best real estate agents and all the best neighborhoods. Get a hold of me if you want to move to the North Carolina coast and possibly be in the best coastal community in the eastern seaboard. I'm not kidding. The vibe in Carolina Beach, it's kind of rough and rowdy. Lots of local burnouts and dive bars. It's wonderful. It's very much a tank top flip-flop kind of place. It's kind of like your traditional boardwalk. It's really one of the only traditional boardwalks in the entire state of North Carolina. In fact, it might be the only kind of boardwalk experience in the state. Little boardwalk area with tacky beach shops and bars and restaurants and places to get taffy and fudge and just all that stuff. There's an arcade here. This place is just hugely popular. Like, everybody in the entire state comes down here to go to the beach. It's really the closest beach for 90% of North Carolina. All right, so now we are at Carolina Beach. It's way different than Wrightsville Beach. I'll show you a little bit of what's going on here. This is a traditional boardwalk here, as you can see. One of the only boardwalks, I think, in the state. We don't really have a lot of that here. This is one of the most popular beaches. I think this is the most popular beach in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, Carolina Beach. And it is a lovely day. It's the middle of August, and it's not sweltering, and it's not humid, and it's not crowded. And I tell you what, I grew up going to beaches. I know a clean beach when I see it. This is seriously, the entire state is one long sandy stretch of white sand, clean beaches. There's no trash, there's no drama, there's no loud music, there's no drugs, there's no fighting, there's no BS, any of it. No homeless people, no tents. It's just a super clean, fun, family-friendly beach where you can come and you can hang out and you're allowed to sit, you know, you can have a little bit of booze, but nobody takes advantage of that too much. All right, everybody, we're going to talk about investing right now because you're a little older like me. I've learned a lot about investing recently. I'm kind of proud of myself. You probably wouldn't believe it. Gold and silver, you would not believe it. It's gone up 25% since Trump's been in office for the last 6 months. Most people think of gold and silver as a safe haven investment, but seriously, it's on fire. Really, you got to look up gold and silver. And the number one place that you can go for your investments is Augusta Precious Metals. They're helping a ton of Americans move their wealth and their retirement into these self-directed IRAs that are backed by precious metals like gold and silver. It seems like they're always scored as the most trusted gold IRA company. And they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It doesn't get any better than that, right? You need to at least look into this. If you have $100K in your IRA or your 401K or other retirement assets, go to nickbuygold.com. That's nickbuygold.com and see how Augusta Precious Metals can become your lifelong self-directed IRA partner. You got to at least look into it. You might be like, holy crap, what have I been missing out on the whole time? All right, so we've got a lot of houses here for sale. Right down here is another one. Oh, there's another one up here. This is actually, I have not seen this, this many houses. Price is on the bottom. By the time you see this, it probably will be gone. Houses in North Carolina used to sell in like a day without an inspection and competition, bidding war, all that, and they do not do that anymore. Not only here, I mean nationwide. Here's another one for sale. There's 4 houses for sale on this block. Opportunity, people. Wow. So we were driving around and eventually we came across one guy who was selling his house and he gave us all the details. He didn't want to be on camera, but here's what he had to say.
It's just a lot of houses on the market everywhere right now. Interest rate's high, man. It's just hard. You know what? People used to be able to buy $1 million house, have $4,000 or $5,000 payment, now $7,000, $8,000. Yeah. Makes it hard.
What do you love most about it?
We're a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody helps everybody in time of need. Well, there's drama everywhere, but I mean, the law's so good down here, before it even starts, it stops.
You can even ride golf carts around Carolina Beach. If you move here, it's going to be really hard for you to get a boat slip. They go for like $200,000 for a boat slip on the water, on the waterway, not on the ocean, but on the intercoastal behind me. Everybody wants them. And so if you buy a house that comes with one on a dock on the water, lucky you. If you move down here and you want to have a boat on the water, it's super difficult. A lot of people travel through here and they just stop and they rent a slip for a week, a year, a month, whatever. These people here sailed in from somewhere up north, Massachusetts-ish, and they've got their garden on top of their boat, and that's their ceiling fan pointed down. You meet a lot of really cool people that are passing through that come into town and, you know, pull up for a while and just kind of hang out. It's really cool. But look at that boat over there. Damn. And here we go. One of the best bars in the area. This is a floating, it's like a floating, it's a barge is really what it is. It's a floating bar that they pulled up here last summer, and it just has been a big hit because you can just pull your boat right up and get yourself a drink. My favorite place. There we go. When the rain washes you clean your clothes. All right, bro. tell me, what's your name? Where are you from?
Joseph. I'm from here, right here in Carolina Beach.
Talk to me about Carolina Beach. What's it like for people that have never been here?
It's pretty nice. It's kind of small. Like if you enjoy being out on the water, surfing, fishing, it's a pretty cool place to be and whatnot. But do a lot of fishing, and it's what we're getting ready to go do right here.
My name's Zach. I'm from Monkey Junction area.
Yeah, man.
Carolina Beach is my favorite out of all of them. Wrightsville Beach is a little uppity. Don't really fit in. Me and Paco here like to come down here in the brown water and go fishing, surf. Just everyone down here is chill. Really, everyone's getting along. No one's got their nose up. It's quiet. It's big, but it's quiet.
Yeah.
I think it's big for how small it is. Man, there might be some drama, but we ain't in it. You know what I mean? We just come down here and fish all the time and go to the beach and maybe go get a couple drinks. But there's a lot of people moving in here and changing it up. There's no more land.
Day in the life of today, and off they go. Off to go out and get some red drum on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Hopefully they have some luck. Some good old boys getting some good old boy fishing done. That's how we roll out here. As you can see, people are just laid back, man. It's just regular folks leading a regular folks life.
The reason that we love it is, number one, the views. Number two, I say the people are incredible, kind, inclusive, fun. And of course, the barge here is amazing. I mean, it's a barge on water, and we get to just come and have a drink and watch the dolphins. And what do you have to say? What do you love it here? What do you love it here, honey?
The water. The water is amazing, and you've got everything you want. You've got the beach, you got downtown with the river, and everything in between. This is one of the most amazing places to hang out and definitely to live. I suspect we'll be here for probably the rest of our lives.
I
we
hope.
love it.
Look at all those yachts. Rich people land. All right, this is where all the fancy boats are at, Wrightsville Beach. All the stuff you cannot afford. Or me. About 20 minutes north of Carolina Beach is Wrightsville Beach. This place is way different. It's the Orange County of North Carolina. Rich conservatives with big boats. Trump land. It's a very expensive, exclusive, and kind of snobby part of the area. You probably can't afford it. But if you had a couple mil and you wanted to live in a coastal community with great weather and no bullshit, Wrightsville Beach is great. But those houses along the water right there, they're like 6 mil. Lucky. Oh my God. Okay, so now I'm going to make you feel really bad about your bank account. Here's the beachside homes in Wrightsville. Again, 6 mil. If you had like 20 million, go about 10 miles north to Figure 8 Island. Seriously, look that place up. It's really just a little town. Wrightsville Beach only has 2,500 people. Look at that boat! Damn! This is one of our favorite areas along Wrightsville Beach, where all the restaurants and bars are along the intercoastal. All right, we are in Wrightsville Beach at a place called Dockside. It's one of my favorite places to go. You sit out along the water and you people watch and boat watch and have drinks and cocktails along the waterway. It's one of the most wonderful places you could be in the Wilmington area. Great people watching, great place to have a bottle of suds, good people. Wrightsville Beach is definitely the snobby, rich part of the area. But a lot of people just kind of dress normal, flip-flops, board shorts, that kind of thing, like all these people behind me. You know, nobody's really showy about it, but a lot of people have a lot of dough. And they love Donald Trump here, the most conservative part of this entire area. It's just a beautiful day. It's Friday. Everybody's driving around, hanging out. You wouldn't think it was a Friday up here. None of these people have regular jobs. And here comes somebody else just kind of pulling in to have lunch. It's really one of the most fantastic things about living up here is you can boat up to your bar. The only problem is, see, I pull up here a lot, and we come up here and we eat, and there's a lot of people that watch you pull up it's kind of like a good opportunity to see people F up. And I've F'd up before trying to get out of here, and the whole place is, watching every move. And when you don't get out right, when you bump, when you make a wrong turn, when you overcorrect, everybody, they're definitely paying attention, and you get some jeers a little bit. And but it's, you know what? If you can't drive a boat, don't come up to Dockside, don't come up to Wrightsville Beach.
Absolutely beautiful, man. It's a perfect day. A lot of good people out. We're having drinks on the deck. I mean, it's what could you not like about it?
And everybody's out having a good time. Look at those boats. So on a nice summer day, Kim and I took a drive around Wilmington to show you guys all the different neighborhoods and to talk real estate. I'm pretty sure you're going to be impressed. It is very clean and very green. Okay, so Fantasyland. This is in kind of a regular neighborhood. Not regular neighborhood, but kind of in the middle of town. This is all way more money than you have. It's one of our older neighborhoods. Feels very southern charming, doesn't it? With the Spanish moss and the southern architecture. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it feels like you're in the South on this street. This is one of the nicest neighborhoods in town, Forest Hills. Some of this is over a mill, but you might be shocked. You can probably get a house here for under $700K. But you better move fast. Seems like our home prices have gone up like 10% a year since COVID. People always ask me, well, what about the hurricanes, Nick? Well, in July and August, it's pretty humid. Not anything like down in the deep south. But yeah, hurricanes are a thing to worry about. I think we've had like one hurricane here since we lived here. We've been here 6 years. And unless you're right on the water, really all you have to worry about is trees falling on your roof. Look at that. Here's another option. These houses are right on the intercoastal. You can have a dock in your backyard and a boat in the water for only $2 million. Okay, that's a lot. It wasn't a lot before COVID, but everybody wanted to be near the water. Everybody needed space. We only had about 60,000 people here 20 years ago. Our population's doubled in like 20 years. Look at all these houses. These are all more than $1 million, but they're absolutely beautiful down here by the water. Most of Wilmington looks like this. The middle class. Decent looking brick ranch style homes. It's kind of how a lot of North Carolina looks. It's kind of the style down here. Plain, vanilla, simple real estate. This is a part of town that's seen the biggest jump. This was all in the 200s like 10 years ago. But everything on this street's like $500,000 now because everybody wants to be here. Real estate's popping. We're only about 15 minutes from the beach. Job-wise, we don't really have a lot of amazing jobs, but there's something for everybody here. No matter what you do, there's going to be 2 or 3 choices for a great paying career. Here's another just regular neighborhood. Nice, clean, and safe. Kids can ride their bikes to school. Middle class Wilmington. I'm guessing this is all probably $450. I know, that's not affordable. But kinda, to live 10 minutes from the beach. I'm gonna guess that 90% of these people have only lived here for less than 10 years. And then there's new land. A big chunk of Wilmington's being turned from forest into this. That down there, that's the reason long-timers just hate Wilmington's newfound fame. What's happening to our forests, damn it? But we need somewhere affordable for young families to come. Look how new this is. Google Maps still hadn't even updated the satellite view of this place. Almost $500,000 for a teeny yard and a little starter home. Okay, I know at the beginning I said Wilmington was affordable. I didn't realize how much the home prices have gone up here till I started driving around and looking them up. All of that was like in the high 300s like a year ago. I'm not kidding. This is another neighborhood that a bunch of new people have moved to. There's a lot of them. If you meet somebody who's born and raised in Wilmington, well, then you just have to shake their hand. And now we're in the hood. Everybody wants to know, what's the ghetto look like? Well, it's really not that bad here. Crime, statistically, they say it's bad here, but it really isn't. I know what a ghetto is. In fact, it's so not bad here, I'm gonna show you right here on this e-bike how not dangerous it is here. Thanks to the good folks at TST for sending me this e-bike. This is the TST full suspension moped electric bike. This thing kicks ass. There's a link for it in the description. It'd be perfect for college kids or teenagers. I'm gonna hop on this thing right now, and I'm gonna go into the hood and show you how bad it not is. Here we go. So here we are in Wilmington's hood, and they say, you know, shootings and all that other stuff happen in here. Supposedly, there's assaults and robberies, and I don't know. If you look at the statistics, this is the worst place in town, and I'm sure on a Friday night they get after it, but it's not that bad. Houses in here used to be $200,000, and now that everybody's coming, they're gentrifying this part of town and people are moving in. So a lot of this stuff, some of this is $400,000 now. We're only about 3 blocks from downtown here, so people want to live down here. But one of the nicest hoods you've ever seen, at least in terms of right now, the Wilmington, North Carolina ghetto, right here in front of you. You couldn't do this in Baltimore, I tell you. You couldn't do this in Philadelphia.
James McCoy, MCKOY.
All right, you're from here.
I'm born and raised here.
So this part of town is not bad at all, but people say this is the bad part of Wilmington. It's not that bad.
No,
here, though.
no, I don't think so. No. No, I ain't never knew this was a bad part of town.
Yeah,
Everybody nice around here.
they are. Who else? Are you talking about Michael Jordan?
Oh, he was a good fella.
Wait, you knew Michael Jordan?
I know him personally.
You grew up next to him?
Across the street,
You were his neighbor.
we played basketball barefooted.
You and Michael Jordan.
Yes, me and Michael Jordan.
Like,
Lad Jordan brother.
you could probably say that you helped make him better because you played against him when he was growing up.
Yeah. I used to whip his butt all the time. He'd end up turning around when he left from Laney High School. He ended up whipping my butt.
All right, Scott. So this neighborhood's changed a lot, man.
Yeah, you know, I moved here, moved into this home in 2013, and since then, the house across the street. How you doing, sir? How's it going?
All right, man. Y'all take care.
That house was renovated. It's now an Airbnb. This house is renovated. It's now an Airbnb. The property next to me was abandoned, and after the pandemic, they renovated that property. So it's like overnight in the last 3 years, the whole neighborhood's kind of transformed.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat, and it's just amazing what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, this was like bad part of town.
Yes.
And now it's not.
Yes. Yes. It's yes. I mean, I had to deal with. I worked a little bit together with some law enforcement to help, you know, turn over our neighborhood and get it back to the way we wanted it, because there was a lot of, because of this corner here, we dealt with some drug dealing and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was just like a no man's land. It was not as many people here then. And so, you know, we fought, you know, to clean the neighborhood up and to let law enforcement know what was going on, and it's made a difference. I like the fact that we're more of a melting pot, you know, there's people coming here from everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these were
Holy shit. You found that on the ground out right outside here.
those were hollow points.
Whoa. Those are hollow points.
Yeah.
They're not even spent.
No. It just fell out of the rear because they were throwing trash out the back of the SUV they were driving, and those fell out on the ground.
So somebody was dumping trash and accidentally dumped some of their rounds or ammo right here. There you go, one of the nicest hoods you'll ever see, and I have not been here in a long time, and it's just getting way better. I mean, it's just Airbnb Central in the former hood. So one day we took some sailing lessons from the good folks at Trailborne Surf and Sound. It's these little Hobie sailboats. They're about 14-foot long boats that even Kim and I could navigate. We did this all over the channels in Wrightsville Beach, and we didn't even hit anybody. You should try this if you come here. It's really easy to learn. You feel like you're a real captain pirate, except they didn't have life vests or sunglasses or sunscreen. All right, now when you guys come out to Wilmington, you gotta get on a jet ski at Carolina Beach Jet Ski Rentals. They're awesome. Trevor's super cool. Look for Trevor when you come down here. The jet skis at Carolina Beach, you gotta do it when you come. I'm telling you, they go everywhere. This thing goes 0 to 60 in 5.2. Whoa! There's dolphins out here. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, there's dolphins right next to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, now go.
Yeah, so the Intercoastal Waterway is awesome, man. It super easy to navigate. There's tons of barrier islands from, you know, the north end of Wrightsville Beach, Masonboro Island, Shell Island, all the way up into North Topsail. So definitely easy to make a day trip and kind of check out 4 or 5 different places. Super cool. Yeah, so man, it's just an easy style of living. It's the salty air I think is really good for the soul, and everyone that I meet is just full of good vibes, man. It's just really a really special place. Yeah, I love it here. I get a lot of first-time visitors down here kind of renting jet skis, and they sort of found it on a whim. Yeah, it's kind of a little hidden gem down here in southeastern North Carolina.
There's another Sheets. More construction. God. Another Sheets. Another storage unit. And another car wash. Oh my God, another Sheets. I swear that was dirt 2 days ago. And a car wash. A Sheets and a car wash. It has a car wash. God, they're building houses everywhere now. There goes our beautiful forest. Oh my God, look at all of that. Oh my God. There goes all of our forest for a Starbucks and a wing place. This is our sad, sorry mall. It's actually, you know, not bad. It's just nobody goes there anymore, but nobody goes to any malls anymore these days. At least we still have it open. And we got a Penny's. So if you want some women's leisure wear, we got you covered. Here's a traffic jam in Wilmington, and this isn't even really traffic, but we don't have any highways that kind of go through town. Everything is 4-laners with stoplights and strip malls, and so it can be very difficult to get around here certain times of day, and it does seem like it's getting worse. We're at a traffic light here, but you know, people are always complaining that they're filling in all the green space with Bojangles in them. It has really kind of blown up. It is kind of strip mall-y in a lot of the main drags here in town. I think that is the one complaint that most people have, is getting around is kind of a pain in the butt. It's not freeway traffic, it's just stop and go. They're not ever going to put a highway in through town because there's just nowhere to put it. The public transportation here is not anything. I don't ever really even think I ever see a bus. We need nobody. Okay, so this is the cargo district. This is like a new up and coming like neighborhood in Wilmington that everybody's so proud of. It's shipping containers that have been turned into places to gather and hang out and drink, and another little outdoor space where you can hang out, bring your dogs, bring your kids. And we're in the, no, this is not somebody's kitchen. You might think it's somebody's kitchen. It's a bar. What? It's a secret door to a bar. Oh my gosh, look at this place. Oh my gosh, Wilmington's getting so hip. Okay, so we're at the north end of Carolina Beach. This is another favorite of mine. It's called the Carolina Beach Pier. Not a very unique name. And you can kind of hang out here and get a drink and go on a pier that looks like it's about to crash and fall down because of hurricane damage. So you can't go too far out on it. Hanging out at the tiki bar, drinking cans of Miller Lite like a man should. You'd think you were in the Caribbean, wouldn't you? But you're not. And just miles and miles of white sandy beaches. Look, it's Friday. It's summer. There's nobody here. I'm probably going to regret this later, but as you can see, this is absolutely wonderful, and you've probably never even heard of it. Here's some historic district houses. So this is all old Wilmington that they've really kind of kept up on, like the way it used to look. And it's all like, I guess, Victorian. I don't know what this style, plantation-y, whatever. This was all really a big deal a long time ago, and they've just preserved it. Like, this is a historic district where it's very expensive. There's a lot of Airbnbs and hotels and stuff along this little stretch here. Right here in downtown. Very haunted. In fact, that place is super duper haunted. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there. And then you come down to the river.
I said, and the river walk, which has been voted one of the best river walks in the country.
That's right, Kim. We're gonna go see the river walk. Okay, we've come to the world famous Wilmington River Walk. This place is actually like super awesome. It's one of the best river walks in the South. It's all kind of new too. They've really done a good job of making it better. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Everybody's in a good mood today. Some dudes going out and get some bass. So all down here, there's restaurants like that, like go all the way down. It's probably a mile long. I don't know how long it is. So you've got all these really cool restaurants. But this river walk goes all the way down. Restaurants, condos, places to shop. It's all like super new and super cool. And a lot of people are moving down here. And it's just very charming. Wonderful to kind of come down here and stroll. This is where I roll here. In fact, that's my favorite UPS store. That's my favorite place to get smoothies. And this is Kim's favorite place to get her ladies' boutique at Elizabeth's. Right? You don't shop at Elizabeth's? Oh. It feels kind of weird to be showing my own town off here. Usually I'm showing everybody else's place off. So you get to see kind of like where I live and what I do and what it's like to live where I live. It's kind of strange, actually. Let's go look around. So this is all new. This whole street, this was all kind of like the crummy end of downtown, the north end. They redid the streets. They redid all these buildings, and that guy's going fast. And now there's like lofts and condos, and people are down here, and it's just like every time you turn a corner in Wilmington, something is better or improved, just new. It's absolutely fantastic. A+ on Wilmington. Okay, so there's a bunch of ghost stories about Wilmington. The Cotton Exchange is probably like the most haunted place in this downtown. That place is super haunted. Going to Patty's Hollow, it's really, actually, let me just show it really quick. This is just a really cool place in here. Super haunted, really cool. Old bar, haven't changed much in a while. You gotta go in Patty's Hollow. Here's all the ghost stuff. Victorian ghosts, soldier ghosts, musical ghosts, little kid ghosts, scary ghosts, prankful ghosts. I mean, it just goes on and on here. It's the way things used to be. And we're going to show inside
This store. Top Toad. That's where you get all your UNCW gear.
Get your UNCW gear and Top Toad.
Best shop, nicest people.
And One Tree Hill stuff.
Yes.
And the other show. What's the other show?
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek too. So we're a military town, if you don't know. And that right there is Battleship, North Carolina. Parked right in the Cape Fear River. She's a relic of the old days. Back during World War II, she probably took down 20,000 Japs. I hear the Japs feared her, as they should. Oh my God, it's a Velo! Front Street. This place is always packed. I thought it was gonna be louder when I walked in. This is another one of my favorite places called Rebellion.
It's on the other side of Market, not this side.
Mention Nick Johnson and get 10% off. JK, I wish. This place is really cool. Love it. Okay, so this is a scary, haunted alleyway. It's not really that scary. But there's a place down here that's super haunted, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's called Blue Post Billiards, and it's super haunted. Super cool place. Let me show you the haunted part. So supposedly, the women's restroom, hello, has a scary ghost in here. Some lady shows up and you'll just randomly be in here, and there'll be like an old dead lady will be in this building. She died in here. I don't know. Blue Post. Hello, scary lady, ghost. Alleyways of like all these super cool places. Oh my God, look at this place. Oh, Mappy needs a sticker right there. There you go, Mappy. Now you're in downtown Wilmington. That's the best bar in Wilmington. Somebody changed my mind. And then there's Lazy Pirate, one of the best bar restaurants on Carolina Beach. Look at this place. This place is one of my favorites. So they've got all this stuff out back here. They used to have a volleyball court. That was really cool. But I mean, talk about a beach bar, right? And they have music and live entertainment out here. Yes. And there's nobody here, which is even better. There's Lazy Pirate right there. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. So for dinner we chose Yosaki. It's a really good Asian restaurant downtown. I almost fell, and oh my God, look at the, oh my God. Wilmington at night, there's people walking around. It's pretty carefree. lot of stuff going on. You got some dive bars. You got some music. And it's just a good time. Alright, sunset in Wilmington. The river rat, hole in the wall is right. It is a hole in the wall. My kind of place, you know that. Look at this place. Oh my God, the river rat! The other awesome place down here. Oh my gosh. Talk about history.
There's just a little too accessible over there, at least here in front of the.
They even have public restrooms. We even have public restrooms. I forget I'm home. So there you go. So look at what life's like in the best coastal community on the eastern seaboard. I'm not kidding. Now, I might be biased, but remember, I've been pretty much everywhere. Florida's just hot, it's crowded, it's bonkers. There's a little bit of this in Georgia. South Carolina, they don't really have a working class, middle class beach community that isn't a tourist trap. It's here. Wilmington, warm water, good people, no BS. We accidentally found a place and we got lucky to get here before the rush. There's still a little bit of room here, I guess, but please don't bring any BS with you. We don't like bullshit here. Are you looking to move and need advice? I do consulting. That's right. I'll sit down and talk about where the next perfect place for you and your family should be. I do it all the time. Together, let's find you a new home that's safe and checks all your boxes. And I can also help you find your new house, too. Email me and I'll work with you. I'm not just helping you figure out where to move, but I can help you find your perfect home, too. That's right. I know awesome, reliable agents all over the country, and I'd love to connect you to somebody who can help you search for that perfect home. And if you want to buy some Mappy gear, click the store link on my homepage. From there, you can check out the latest merch. There's hoodies, coffee cups, stickers, and shirts. Show off how much you love Mappy and support the channel. And I'm on Cameo too. If you want me to send you or somebody you know a personalized video message, go to Cameo and search Nick Johnson YouTube. It's fun.
Hey YouTube world, I'm Sage, Nick's manager. You've enjoyed a Corner House Entertainment production, so watch another one.
Hey guys, if you learned something new about America or what it's like to live in America, great. You should think about subscribing and turning on your